Hi gorgeous people who love to scrap, it's Far from Australia. I've got a gorgeous little mini album and a 12 by 12 layout that I would like to share with you all. A lot of you might have seen some pictures already of this little mini album that I have made, as I have uploaded some pictures previously. This particular album is made by envelopes and they're quite large, about 15 centimeters long by 10 centimeters in height. And the paper collection that I have used is by K&Company, the Flora Fauna paper collection. I really like this paper collection a lot and the colors are just really gorgeous. It's by far one of the gorgeous papers that I have come across so far, and I'm really happy with the way the album turned out and so love the colors. Really happy here. Had a lot of fun making this particular album, and I'll start off with the cover here. As I mentioned, I've used envelopes and I've used the distressing ink dusting concord around all the edges of every single envelope and on all the tags and die cuts also around it all, just to distress it and give it more dimension and add color to the book also. This particular charm here, sorry guys, this particular charm here I've made last in the album. Once I've embellished everything and put the album together, I punched this little hole here with my crocodile and then loop a chain around and just dangle some gorgeous little charms off here also. A little key there, a heart and two little bling beads there also, and off some fibers here I've hanged a little glass jar here with some glitter inside and some pink beads as diamond dust there. I've used the Fleur de Lis paper from this collection at the back here, but before I adhere the paper, I've glued this gorgeous lace trim up here first, and that matched the front page here, the background, as it's from it's got pictures of Fleur de Lis also in this particular paper. And somehow this lace matched it really well, as it's sort of like looks like a Fleur de Lis here also. So I glue the background paper, and then this background paper here, which I've punched with a Martha Stewart punch, and it's beautiful floral paper there. This particular die cut here and these two little birdies here are from the same collection, and they're called the Ephemera die cut pack. And they're just really gorgeous. I've made this cover to look like the swans in the background, and the birds are at the front here on the tree branch, and the swan swimming in the background, as you can see there. So just really gorgeous. I love the way that the front page has turned out, and I had no difficulties doing the front page whatsoever like my other one. Two little cherry blossoms up here with a little miniature rosebud down here. On this particular part, I adhered the birds in the background and then added two black skeleton leaves from Iron Roses here, a large gardenia here, which I have glimmer mist with I think Promenade or Promegade, which I can't remember exactly which color, but it's a deep plum purple color from Tattered Angels glimmer mist there. I've diluted that a little bit so it's not so dark, but this is the true color of the glimmer mist, and it's really rich plummy sort of purpley color and just gorgeous. The vine here and this vine down here is by Prima, and I've just colored it and staggered it across here and at the top here also. It's just gorgeous. This little metal finding butterfly that I purchased off eBay. Added some of those little candy gem like things that I've purchased from a fabric store, from a flower store here. Made a little homemade stick pin, see if I can zoom in. Little homemade stick pin there with a real Swarovski crystal bead in the center there, and just went straight into that flower there and added a lot of color and texture and sparkle to the page here also. And some Prima leaves down the bottom here. This particular cameo here I purchased off eBay. I purchased these two items separately and then just glued it together, and I was lucky as it fitted in the center of this little setting. And added the little blings here myself also. I didn't have any of these blings, and I've just put the blings in and dangled this gorgeous little charm off here. I love charms, and I try to incorporate charms as well as doilies into my paper, into my craft, and I'm really happy with how that particular part turned out. The back cover, I've made this book an accordion binding here as well as the other side, because this particular book is it's like a gatefold mini album. I was inspired by a fellow YouTuber, and I'll put her link down below so you can go and view her mini album, and you know, so you can see where I got my inspiration from. And I really like her book, and I wanted to make one of my own. So once I've bonded the book together and adhere all the designer paper, I've just covered the binding here with the lace on this particular side and on this side here also, and it looks just gorgeous. Even the back cover is really pretty. Added some ribbon trim down here and at the top here, and adhere a strip of velvet ribbon there in a purple tone color, which coordinates really lovely with the leaves here and the pink tones in this hydrangea flower by Prima. Some petal flowers here that I added a bling center, and some metal finding butterfly there also. So that's the back cover. Really happy with how that came out. I've just used some ribbon to tie the ends here also, and I'll undo that for you so we can go have a look at this little mini album. As I mentioned, it's a gatefold album, so I'll pop it down low so we can see how this particular album opens out. So we come to this particular front cover here, and it will start on this corner here. As I loop the chain around to the other side to do my charm, I added a little fairy charm on the inside here. The paper is so glittery and shimmery because of the way that I've made this particular book. You all know with gatefold albums you can't really embellish it too much, or you can't close the book at all. So I kept the embellishment to minimal, so I can still close the book and have it as pretty as I can. Also, I've added a little die cut from the paper collection here and a little butterfly up here. So that's the first page, and then we have this page here that opens to the right. And on this particular page, I've just made a little gorgeous tag there, tied a ribbon, added a little slider in the middle there, stamped that, and embossed it also with the clear crystal embossing powder there. Have 3 tags in here, a larger one, gorgeous papers. That's how the paper is naturally, and you can write on the back there Prima flowers and some lovely purpley fibers there. This particular tag here, embossed it and stamped there also. Some room for journaling, a little pair of scissors up here, and some fibers there. Butterfly charm, the paper I've went over with the embossing pen and then embossed it also, in room for journaling there. Large photo map here also, just zoom that out a little bit so you can see a large photo map there. This particular part is the middle, so it opens out that side and it opens towards the right, and that's the middle page there. Added the Adosh ticker, some die cuts from the paper collection, and a little die cut there also. And you can slide a large photo in here also. It slides into the pocket there, and it can go behind this little tag here also. So nice roomy room for a lovely photo, and added some gorgeous velvet ribbon there with a slider inside there. And then we have this page that opens out that way, and we have a little pocket here that I've just made by using the pocket of the envelope there, the opening, and just torn some paper, and just I went over with the dusted K&Co distressing ink and embossed this particular part here also, and it's really glittery, as you can see that. I love this embossing powder by Stempendous. It's just so gorgeous. And in the pocket I have 2 little tags that pop out, a bird cage and a butterfly. Stamped and embossed that, added a little fairy charm there, and this particular one, a little bird, 2 little birdies charm there, some gorgeous fibers. That particular one, and this one I added some lace and some velvet trim at the top there. On that particular pocket, I've just added a little die cut pocket here, so you can slide a photo or some tags in there if you want to include more tags or put a gorgeous photo in there. This particular page here, I've made this little pocket with a really large tag there that you can add photo also in there on both sides and slide that in. This particular flap here I made by using the vellum from the same die cut or the same paper collection. Adhere a little banner there so you can write a little note or something there, and really large room here for a gorgeous photo. And I didn't cover up this photo, this particular paper, as it's so shimmery and just gorgeous there. So that's that page. The center page here, we have a lovely lace tied there into a bow with the slider there that you can pull or loosen there. It's just gone a bit loose, but you can tighten that up just by pulling on the ribbon here. Some prima flowers and petaloo flowers, and added a butterfly from the same die cut, and really lovely large room to add, you know, a really big photo in here if you want to. So slide a tag or a photo into there, whichever one you like. So that's lovely. And that page opens out, and that's the back of that particular page. Again, really large room for photo, and I just added a gorgeous butterfly there also just to accent that page. And I've punched around with the Martha Stewart lace punch there. This is the main feature, or the main focal point of this particular album. This is a flip page, and the lady who inspired me made one very similar. Whereas she punched the center circles in here, and she put little round circles actually punch out in here, but because I don't have a smaller circle punch, I couldn't do the same thing as her, so I incorporated my own little bits and pieces here, and just using the stem or the wires from the Iron Roses stem, flower stems, I've just stuck a spacer bead between two little crystal, Swarovski crystal pearl beads there also, and they actually spin. So I'm really happy with how that came out. I stamped and I've embossed that also, and just the paper is how it is, and I've just embossed that particular part. So I'm really gorgeous and happy with how this particular page turned out. So that folds down, and then this page folds up like that. So on this particular page, I've just made a little flap here that you can pop in some tags or some photos behind here, photos here also, or little photos that you would like to adhere onto there also. So really gorgeous. This particular page here, you can just slide a photo into there also, as well as, you know, make more tags if you want to, and just pop it behind here. That's just a die cut vellum from the same paper collection. That flap opens up, and inside that particular flap we have a lovely little tag here that you can write a journal on. Made a little pocket there with the die cuts, large room for photo there, large room for photo here. A gorgeous prima flowers staggered there with some shade with pearl centers there also. So that's my main focal point of this particular book, and that closes that way, and that closes in. And then this page flips this way again, a large photo map there, prima bling there, prima flowers, and prima center there with prima leaves. So a lot of prima. I cut this particular page smaller so that I can adhere this particular trimmed ribbon across here to accent the dark leaves in here, and it's just a frame, and I really like how that came out, really lovely. On this particular page, we have a little mini pocket here that I've made out of a little envelope, and large photo there with some ribbon vines and prima flowers and petaloo flowers there. On this particular page, the same thing also. I made a tag that you can pop out, so room for journaling, and a small photo there if you like. I've made a pocket inside a pocket on this particular page, so that's a pocket there, and this is a little envelope that comes out and has two little die cuts in here, but because of time I won't show you the little die cuts that are in there. And this is made a pocket out of this particular die cut here using this envelope, and a little room here for journaling, or add little pictures in here if you want to also, mainly little pictures I guess, because it's got the paper on it and you can't really journal there. Well, I guess you can. And on that side there also, so a pocket inside a pocket inside a pocket is there. So I love my pockets. So that's that page. This particular page, large room for photos there, tied a ribbon, added a butterfly. Then that page opens out this way, and then we've got a little tag, a little pocket tag that opens out that way also, and two more tags that pop out, and again a pocket inside a pocket. So that's a little tag that goes inside there, and that's that particular pocket there, and you can have a photo there and a large photo there. Two more tags that pop out, large photo there. And these particular pockets here are made from coin envelopes, and I've just used a doily, cut it in half, and glued that on, and added some blings there, and two little tags that pop out like that, and room for photo or journaling, and they flip open also. So lots and lots of room in this particular album for photos, and you can slide a large photo or some more tags into here also if you like, and that's from the designer paper, and just added a gorgeous metal button there. So thank you guys, that is my little mini album that I have shared with you all, and thank you for watching. And I'm out of time at the moment, so I would do a little miniature vid of my 12 by 12 layout that I have incorporated. So thank you so much for watching.